Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing really well. In today's video I have a different video and I've thought about it, should I film this video or should I don't. But when I looked at my YouTube videos in the past, I filmed these kind of videos every single year, and I thought, why not just film another one? And I thought it would be quite interesting for the people who want to travel to Santorini. Now this is going to be my 28th birthday video. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm 28 years old now. Time is flying. Well, time is not flying as well as time is flying. I don't really know what to say, to be honest, but time is just moving on and we need to do a lot of things because we don't have much time, basically. Yes, I celebrated my birthday, my 28th birthday in Santorini in Greece, which was very beautiful and very magical, you know. I'm gonna get into a really in-depth kind of personal topic a bit later in this video. I've already shared it on my Instagram. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, you guys know that I've already kind of shared the story, but I'm gonna share this story as well here on my YouTube video as well, or YouTube channel basically. So I spent my birthday in Santorini in Greece. I spent 3 full days in Santorini. I stayed 4 nights in a very lovely hotel. 4 nights, which one day includes traveling, so we don't include the traveling. But I stayed 3 full days in Santorini. So obviously, first day was the travels, and then I had 1 full day on the 10th of May. So I stayed in Ia. You pronounce it Ia, however you spell it with O-I-A. I thought it's called Oya, very simple, but no, it's called Ia. You have Ia and you got Fira. Fira is the main kind of capital, the main kind of big city within Santorini. However, the main differences between these two, I really did my research and I was like, okay, where should I stay? Where is the best area to stay in Santorini? Now listen, if you want a very quiet, a very romantic, beautiful scenic kind of views, both places got beautiful scenic views, don't get me wrong, but if you want a more quieter, a bit more touristic as well, and if you want to see the dome, the church, the blue church, is in Ia. If you want the more kind of crazy crowds, the party life, the nightlife, there's loads of clubs and bars, loads and loads of clubs and bars, and Fira, which is more the kind of capital, the more kind of crazy city within Santorini. So these are the kind of more 2 differences between those 2 places. I feel like in Fira there's more kind of shops, more kind of touristy shops, like you can shop loads of clothes actually in Fira. Whereas in Oya, I would say it's more like souvenirs, loads of souvenir places. You know, both places obviously got the shopping, but the more shopping you'll find is in Fira. Fira has a McDonald's as well, if you're interested in that. They have a mini Sephora as well, which is quite cool, like very unusual Sephora style shop fitting I've seen, you know, like a market basically. So that was quite interesting. So yes, you got the Fira, but more kind of shops, and Oya you have also the shops as well, but more kind of boutique style, more souvenir shops and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the kind of differences between these 2 kind of, not cities, let's say villages or maybe areas, I don't know. But yeah, I stayed in Ia, which I was very delighted, because in Ia on the first day I went and explored. On the 10th of May I went and explored all the places in Ia. Again, beautiful scenic views. Obviously you have the Blue Dome Church, the famous church is in Ia, so if you want your Instagram pictures, go there for sure. So I took my pictures. Hopefully, if I can, I'm gonna insert them pictures on the screen. If not, please go and check out my Instagram, because I have some difficulties with my editing software at the moment. So yeah, explored the area, which was really beautiful. And let's just say one of the main reasons why I went to Santorini is that I love the scenic view. I love how beautiful everything is, so blue. I love the blue sea, it's the ocean, the sea. let's say ocean, because we're the Mediterranean Ocean. It's so beautiful. Honestly, the views are breathtaking. Now, everything is blue. Literally everything is blue, and blue is one of my favorite colors. So that was quite fitting actually. And also the souvenir places have loads of evil eye stuff. You guys know I'm not wearing any jewelry at the moment. I'm a bit burned by the rain here. I love evil eye anything, so they had so much evil eye like souvenirs for the home, for the kitchen, jewelry, you know, socks, tote bags, bags, literally anything you can think of. They had evil eyes, the circle one specifically, and some Hamza hands as well, but mostly it was the round circle evil eye stuff, which I loved so much. So anyways, the second day, which was the 11th of May, it was my birthday. So obviously I dressed up and I got ready and I went and had a very beautiful breakfast, and I had a very lovely drink as well, like a cocktail, again in a very beautiful restaurant. Again, another thing I wanted to say, both places, specifically Ia, has so much beautiful restaurants, specifically on the top area, top hill, where you can see the sea. Again, I'm gonna get into prices a bit later. They have so much restaurants. Literally anything you wanna eat, you'll find to eat basically. But I had a drink, a very lovely cocktail to celebrate my birthday. So I had that, and then I went back to the hotel and I got ready for something very exciting. Now, this idea came to my mind when I was researching. I was like, okay, what should I do when I'm in Santorini? Is there any activities to do? Because whenever I go to places, to new places, because it was my first time in Santorini, I research and see what they have to offer. And there was one thing they had to offer, and I was like, interesting, because I actually really wanted to do this here in London. However, you have to drive a bit further away to go to the right place to do it. Then I thought, why not just do it in Santorini? And the activity is horse riding. I am not afraid of horses. I would love to do the experience of horse riding, and I done it. I booked a session with a very nice farm, which was kinda connected with my hotel. So they picked me up, went to the farm, met a couple which was also in the group that wanted to do the horse riding, and I met the instructor. She was amazing, so lovely. Honestly, if you're looking for horse riding in Santorini, let me know. I'm gonna give you the details. All the details are on my Instagram. I've tagged them there as well. It's called Experience Horse Riding. Akruriti, that's the south of Santorini. I hope I say it correctly. So they picked me up, we went there to the farm, I met the horse, and there we are. The first 10 minutes I was like, oh my god, am I able really to do this? Am I able to ride the horse? But the instructor was in front of us. She guided me, she helped me to do the right things with the horse, to ride the horse correctly basically. And 10 minutes later I was perfectly fine. We went up the hills, we went to the mountains, to the fields of the farm, and then eventually we went to the beach, to the coastline. Beautiful, breathtaking views again, and we stood there, we took loads of pictures, loads of videos. I'm sure everything is up on my socials, you guys have seen it already. And I've also uploaded on my YouTube shorts, so definitely check out the YouTube shorts. I've done some videos as well. Again, took some pictures and videos, and then we went back to the mountains, back to the fields, and back to the farm, and it lasted for a good 2 hours. And honestly, it was such a beautiful experience. I loved it so much. Anyways, the third day, the 12th of May, I took the bus, because you can take Uber as well. Uber there is very pricey. I asked the reception and they said Uber in Santorini is very expensive, which is true. So I took the bus. The bus is €2. It's a big coach. It's very interesting, the bus is there. It's a big coach. They picked me up. at the bus stop and I went to Fira. I went to the other area in Santorini. However, my luck was that the weather wasn't on my side. The day was very cloudy, very moody. It wasn't raining. So I arrived at Fira. Of course, I took loads of pictures, explored the area, loads of shops, as I said, loads of clothing shops, like affordable clothing shops that you can buy, not really boutiques, it's more like markets. Again, loads of restaurants around the beach area, not beach area, around the sea area, as well as at the back where the shops are. The one at the back at the shops are more affordable. Obviously, if you're more around the sea, it's more expensive, the restaurants. So I explored the city, let's just say city, and I went up the hill because they have another tourist thing there, which is the Three Bells Church, I think, if I'm not wrong. So again, I took my pictures, I took my videos, and then it started pouring with rain. Oh my god, it was like a rainforest. It was raining so much, I had to stop in a restaurant just to wait till the rain stops a little bit, and then I had to go down, and it was so slippery, you guys. Oh my goodness, I nearly slipped. Obviously I was top of the hill, and then I made it back to the other areas that I was before, and then there I had my gyro. You guys have to have a gyro when you are in Greece, because this is a traditional kind of Greek food. You've got like a pita bread, like a thicker pita bread. You got a bit of salad, you got the meat. You can choose between lamb, pork or chicken. I obviously had chicken. A bit of salad, a bit of like the tzatziki kind of Greeky sauce, as well as some chips. That was very delicious, so I had that, and then I went back home. To be honest, I wanted to wait to see the sunset. However, I asked one of the girls who works in a restaurant, and she said, you won't see the sunset today because it's very cloudy. If it's very cloudy, the sun is not there, so you won't really see the sunset. So I said, oh, it's fine, because I already seen the sunset in Ia, in my area. So I just skipped the sunset and I took the bus, my €2, back to Ia. And the next day, it was the 13th of May, so that meant that I had to fly back to London. So obviously my hotel had like a swimming pool and stuff like that. I was there as well, you know, relaxing and so on. Overall, my Santorini experience was very lovely. I did enjoy the island, let's say. And again, one of the main reasons I went to Santorini is that I wanted to see the scenic view. I always have seen it in pictures and videos, and I always dreamt about it, to go one day there. And I was like, you know what, if not this year, then when? You know, because next year I have another plan to go somewhere else. It was either this year I want to go to that area, but maybe next year to Santorini, but I made Santorini happen this year, which I'm very happy about, you know. I had a very nice time in Santorini. Let's quickly talk about the prices. Santorini is expensive, you know. It's an island. It's definitely a touristy island. There's loads of tourists there, trust me. Like on the day that taking the pictures where the dome is, where the church, you have to be in a queue in order to get your pictures done. It's very difficult to get the pictures sometimes done. But in general, it's very expensive. Hotels, you have to really do your research, which area you want and how close you want your hotel to be. Luckily, I found a very nice hotel. I actually need to leave them a good review on Google reviews. So I found a very nice hotel, which I'm very happy about, and the area was really good. It was like a 10 minutes walk from my hotel to the Blue Church. Can you imagine? Like, I was a very good location, you know. It was like on the street as well, which was really good. In terms of the restaurants, yes, restaurants around the sea area, you know, this is the sea. It's expensive. Like, I've seen the menus are outside. You can have a look around, you know, they don't mind, nobody's seeing you. Drinks are around €10, pasta dishes 25, 22, main dishes as well around the 20, 30 pound, not pounds, euros, you know. starters also around 6-7 euros. It's expensive, you know, it's like a London price point, I would say. But if you find the restaurants which are a bit more hidden and you really don't mind to eat one day in a hidden restaurant or somewhere away from the sea, then you'll find affordable restaurants as well. Like the gyros, they're affordable. You can find expensive ones as well as affordable ones, you know, like don't have to spend 20 euros on a gyro, which is like a doner basically here, like a kebab here in London. You can find cheaper ones as well. So there's obviously options in terms of prices. You have obviously cheaper and the more luxurious options as well. It's all your choice what you want to splurge on. So yes, did I cover everything? I mean, let's quickly say one thing about Santorini, going to Santorini. That kind of personal thing I mentioned beginning of this video. Now, I always, when I was a bit younger, let's say when I was around 18, 19, 20, I was always dreaming of going to Santorini, or to a place like Santorini, like a beautiful view, beautiful sea, you know, being in a swimming pool and having the dream body. Now, obviously I go gym. It's something I do for a few years now, and working out regularly and eating well, you know, sleeping well, having a nice balance of eating, sleeping, working out, having also a full-time work life. It's very, very difficult. It sounds kind of easy, however, it's not. It's very, very difficult to maintain this kind of lifestyle. Oh, I see an airplane. To maintain this lifestyle and you know, having a good body. I always had the desire to go to a place to Santorini and take amazing pictures with a very nice muscular chest, six-pack abs, you know, big arms. This was my dream. This was my dream, you know, to have this kind of body and go to Santorini. However, as the years progress and as I get older and more mature, I realize sometimes life just doesn't happen like that, and sometimes you just have to work with the things that are there for you. I don't know if I'm making any sense. You just have to go with the flow. You just have to work with the things that are convenient for you, that you are comfortable with. If it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. And yes, I had this kind of picture in my head. I'll be super muscular, super, you know, big, and go to Santorini and take those amazing pictures. You know, it's not all about pictures, you guys. It's all about me feeling or looking good, you know? Let's just say that. And it just didn't happen, to be honest. Obviously, my body is the same figure, the same kind of slenderness as it is. Yes, I'm a bit more toned, you know, in the arms or on the chest, but at the same time, I'm not. So this is the kind of message that I wanted to say to all of the people who are struggling, that if you are putting all that effort into something and it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You still tried your best, you're still doing the job, you're still working out, you're still training hard every single day in order to achieve something. And if I have not achieved it, it's fine. It's not the end of the world, you know. At least the positive side, I went to Santorini, I took amazing pictures, regardless if I had a good body or bad body, you know. It's just like a general picture of us going to a beach holiday or to a summer holiday, having the dream figure. If it's a girl or boy, it doesn't really matter, you know. If it's not the perfect beach body, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. At least you know that you put the work in, and I'm sure next time when you go somewhere, you will have an amazing kind of figure or body image in general. Okay, so this was the message that I wanted to put out there. I mean, kind of weird message to put at the end of this video, but here we are. This is it. And I feel like I've covered hopefully everything in this video regarding Santorini. One last question. Would I recommend Santorini to you guys? Yes, I would recommend Santorini to you guys. if you want to go and have a beautiful kinda getaway, beautiful views, you know, it's all about the sea, the views, relaxation and stuff like that. Now, another thing I wanted to say, Santorini or Mykonos, another debate. I asked a lot of people, I did my research. Santorini is for the people who like a bit more quiet time, a bit more kind of romantic, but more relaxation time. Santorini is good. Mykonos is a bit more, as we know, a party island. If you want to party, drink, all of this kind of jazz, Mykonos is your island. I was debating which island to go. Obviously, Mykonos is also another beautiful island to see in live, but I'm happy to see Santorini for now. So I'm good for now, because I feel like once you've seen one island, you don't feel like going to another island. Because I know people who like to travel from Santorini to Mykonos to Athens, you know, they do the whole Greece tour, which is amazing. But for me, just one island is enough. And would I go to Santorini again? Not really. I've seen it once, I've done it once, so I'm happy with that. I don't need to go and visit a Santorini once again, because I feel like once you've seen a small island, that's enough. It's a very, very small island, by the way. Very, very small. Like Ia to Fira, but the bus took like 20 minutes. And from Ia all the way to Akuriti, where it was the south of Santorini, where they picked me up to go to the farm for the horse riding, that was 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So not big. Imagine from here to the south, it's not big at all, the island, you know. It's a very, very small island. But yes, this is it, you guys. This was it with my 28th birthday video in Santorini. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope I covered all the information I wanted to cover. If you guys have any more questions, then please do let me know down below in the comments. I will answer some questions if you are curious if I haven't answered anything. And also check out my YouTube shorts. Check out my Instagram for loads of pictures that I've posted over there. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Until next time, I will see you guys very soon in my next video.